Silvia Bizio here. Hi, I hope you can hear me. No, we can't. I did. But okay, so we'll try the other one. No? It works. This works. Okay. Good, thank you. Thanks everybody, and I've never been so proud to be the one asked to do a Q&A, which I actually would like for all of you to take part on, as after a movie like this, which has touched all of us so much. So proud of Italy to have selected this film as the selection for the Oscars. Here again, Matteo Garrone, the director. Seydou. As I was mentioning, I'm only going to ask a couple of questions, but I really would like, this is the kind of movie where you might want to ask questions and have thoughts and emotions about it. So please feel free to raise your hand in a few minutes, and everybody will be able to answer you. Let's have a seat, everybody. Thank you. Yes, I'm sitting too. Sit down. Let's sit down. Sediamoci tutti. Ci siamo? Matteo, when this film showed in Venice, I'm going to start with you. You said at the press conference, this is a movie that needed to be done, that you felt you wanted to do, and that it was important for you to do and for all of us to watch, which certainly is. It's a movie that is so present today with what everybody's going through, and it's not just the struggle of the characters we saw, but it is true in America as well as everywhere in the world. It's the kind of universal film and story. So, Matteo, can you tell us a little bit, guide us through your entering this story and how, come sei entrato in questa storia? And Matteo's English is great, so don't worry about it.
Well, as I said, there is the music. The song at the end, and also during the film, the song are written, and Seydou sing, and he written the song with Moustapha. In the script, the character was not with the dream of the music, but when I met Seydou and Moustapha, they dream about music, I put in the script. So it's part of his passion, the music and the soccer also. So what pushed us to do this movie and me was the desire finally to give a visual form to a part of journey that we usually don't see, and also try to give to the audience the possibility to change the perspective, and like it happened to me making this movie, and see this story from the reverse shot of what we used to see. That's was the most important thing. So of course, it took years for me to decide to make this movie because I was not sure about the fact that it was not African. So I was afraid to fall in the stereotype or cliche of Africa. So it took time to take the decision, maybe 6-7 years. And then I felt that it was important and way to make this movie. Doesn't matter if I was Italian, because the only way to make the movie was to do it together. So I always say that I've been an intermediator. I put myself at the service of the story of them. Usually they don't have voice, so I help them with my experience to do this movie, to finally to give to you, to all the world that will see the movie, a possibility to discover what really happened in that part of journey that we don't know, that we don't see. We know probably, some of us, but we don't see. So I wrote the script with Mamadou and Arnaud and Fofana. Fofana is the guys that when he was 15 drove the boat at the end, all the last part of the journey. He was 15 and he didn't know how to drive a boat, and like you saw in the movie. And when he arrived and he said "Mi capitan," when he made this heroic act, after he went in jail, in prison, as a trafficant of human being. So unfortunately, there are a lot of Io Capitano now, when we are talking now, that are in jail as a trafficant of human being, and a lot of real trafficant of human being that are free in Libya, but not only in Libya. So the movie talks about injustice, and was important to make together this movie to give to you the possibility to know, because Mamadou, Arnaud, many of them try to tell their story and often are not believed. So we made this movie together for trying to give a story authentic, for the respect of the people that made the journey, people that died in the journey. And we hope that this movie will be screened in 20 countries in Africa from next year. So I hope will be helpful to help the young to be aware about the risk of the journey. For sure they won't stop, but at least they will know the risk that they are running to. So now I hope Seydou want to say something, because it's Seydou and Moustapha are the real hero in the movie, but also for me are the real hero of this movie, because you can find this story emotional, live an experience thanks to his interpretation that is so authentic, so pure, and his humanity is so power that goes straight to the heart of all of you. So thanks for Seydou and Moustapha for being so great in the movie.
Tell us about your journey with this movie.
La tua esperienza.
D'abord, je vous salue tous.
I'm greetings to everyone.
Et aussi, ça me fait plaisir d'être là.
I'm very happy to be here.
Et aussi, film bi, c'est la première fois que je film et aussi j'ai une expérience bu bari.
This is the first time I've ever played in a movie, and I've learned a lot from this experience.
Et parce que man sama rêve être footballeur la woon, tu vois.
My dream was to be a football player.
Et tu vois, def naa film bi, mais jëlee naa si expérience bu bari, xamal na ma lu bari lu ma xamoon et aussi tax na ma màgg vraiment.
However,
et aussi tax na ma xam genre ñoo xamante ne def nañ voyage bi réellement.
It helped me meet and kind of live through the journeys of people who actually made this voyage.
Et aussi plaisir la genre wane exactement les immigrants yi di dund si désert bi li ñuy souffrir si yoon bi pour ñëw Europe.
It was a great pleasure and honor for me to interpret and kind of express how some of these immigrants have lived through and what they've experienced in the desert.
Et aussi c'était pas facile mais grâce à Matteo la façon dont travaille ak ñun aidé nañu lu bëri pour ñu mën a dugg si biir personnage.
It was not easy, but thanks to Matteo, he has helped us go through this, and we learned a lot from his guidance.
Et aussi grâce à cette film si j'ai la possibilité de continuer le cinéma je vais le faire.
And thanks to this film, now I have a dream. If I ever want, I will have the possibility to continue to be an actor.
Thank you so much.
So, I'm beauty you at first. This song is about you. So me, this film helped me to know that everything's great, like dark or rosy. And then I learned a lot of things during this shoot because it is my first film, it is my first experience. So I learned a lot of things. And then we may notice nowadays that African people, Asian people, and the other people coming all around the world are having the same target, which is to come here in America or Europe. So it is to find a better job, better living condition, and so forth. And in fact, this film is not only a documentary, but it is more a film for me because it represents those who don't have voice, firstly, and then it shows that there are a lot of people who are suffering just for keeping their dreams. And the problem is why we African people, so every single person have a dream. So we African people, we have a dream to travel, to discover another world. So why we are facing this kind of suffering of suicide, I can say it. Because facing the tear, the fear, the loneliness, like the hunger, the surf, just to travel, it would be better to have a visa like every person here easily. So this film, me, in my whole career, I will never ever regret having participated in this film because this film I learned a lot of things that I can say, or for sure I'm sticking with my heart, so that's why I want to just give thanks to Matteo Garrone because he gives me this wonderful and beautiful opportunity to see you and then to make my dream realizing, because that was my dream to be an actor, that was my dream to be here in America. So I realized all my dreams thanks to this film. So thank you so much.
Mamadou, you wrote this story with Matteo because this is your story too. So tell us about your own journey. Some of the things that I've heard you say, which we also see on the screen, are really your life. And Mamadou lives in Italy now. We're very proud to have Mamadou with us. But tell us about.
It's true. Working.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I know that you spend 2 hours here to watch this movie, and you discover how we cross the desert. This is a reality. I do across the desert, and you can see where you found in the pickup, the ball fell down, the driver did not stop. This is real. You will not stop, you will stay there, and the person will die. So this is something that we face, and this journey is not we want to show that we Africans, we are strong. No. It's a concept that we want to bring out, the concept of any human being to have the right to dream. This is the concept that this film is talking about. And this concept, with is against us. We could not get the chance, the opportunity to get visa. So for us, the only alternative for us is to cross the desert. And to tell the truth, if you enter in Libya, it's like a circle. If you enter, the circle closes. So to go out, you spend many years. Even you want to go back to your country, you can't. So some of the time we are obliged to travel to come to Europe by the sea. And this is another thing too. People see dying in the desert, and at the same time in the prison that we see. I think you watch it, that we have been sold like slaves. It's real. Even me, I was lucky to come out from this prison. And some women, children even, and men dying inside of front of me. So I think sometimes this is and I'm angry to see this kind of things, that human beings are able to make other human beings suffer like this. So isn't so for me, I think that Matteo was saying that he was intermediate, but at the same time he helped us to bring out good information that many people doesn't know about it. That we cross the desert, many of us are dying in the desert every single day. Even yesterday, people are crossing the desert that died in the sea. In Libya, nobody knows about it. And most of the time, the government send money to say, okay, keep them there because they are secure countries. And most of us that are there cannot go back to their country anymore. So we suffer and we die. So through this movie, we hope that it will be the beginning for a great changement for us, for the whole youth of African boys, because as Matteo was said, even this film is going to be promoted in Africa from January to some countries in Africa. That's to educate also our brothers, our youth, that this is not a secure road to cross the desert to come to Europe. But at the same time, the question is, what is the solution? It should be a solution. So we hope that the solution is to give them chance for equality chance to travel for any human being. Because if those people can come to Africa and we cannot come back here, this is unjust. So it's the way to call for the justice for the humanity, and hope from this film, I think, step by step, things will start to change. Thank you, and thank you for your presence.